Welcome, Scorpio. I'm Dadhichi from astrological.com.au. I'm here looking at a snapshot of the month of June 2012 for you, those of you born under the sun sign of Scorpio. Yes, I can put my hand up and join you all. And so what I'm saying for you is as good for me. The interesting planetary configuration occurring right now that I've mentioned in these videos this month is the rather stacked sign of Gemini, which for you is your shared resources areas, finances, self-transformation, hidden secrets, all these sorts of areas, which is why it's a little bit difficult to blanket talk to a couple of 100,000 people and indicate exactly for each and every one of you what's going to happen. However, we can see that these are the general areas that will be strongly triggered. The hidden houses are very powerful. The 4th, the 8th and 12th houses of the horoscope. For you right now, the 12th house having Saturn there, and as the month commences, the moon, in the triangular aspect to 4 planets in the 8th house is very, very significant for you and shows that there's a real transformation going on, which is the key word for most Scorpios. However, this is happening in a way that you probably don't particularly like. The 8th house has a lot to do with sometimes forced changes, alienation, as in my own case just now, the movement away from my homeland into a new culture can be rather challenging for some of us. I say us, again, because I'm a Scorpio, just like you, and this is a very transformative time, a time of big challenges. The important element here, I think, is the shared resources component. So generosity is the key word that's coming to me now. Letting go the whole idea of money. Many of you would have been working hard over the years to acquire a lot. Just now, time is accelerating. The experiences, the karmic repercussions are intensifying. So what's necessary now is to not hold on. That fear factor can grip all of us because we're conditioned to believe that our security rests in holding on, acquiring, making more and more and more, when in fact it actually has, it's got to do with the opposite. It's got to do with trusting enough to let it flow, to believe that there's an abundance of that coming through. That's what I think this is saying to the sign of Scorpio, particularly during this month of June. Saturn in the 12th house is interesting. This can show that the 12th house of sufferings, the suffering that you've gone through could be a bit highlighted here with the moon triggering that. Throwbacks to yesteryear. Those experiences that have shaped who you are could be strongly in focus now. That could bring you down a little bit too. It's important not to focus on those things that have been difficult. And if you do have to focus on those things, look at the upside, the way that that's actually helped you. You have Mars in the 11th house. There could be a strong social connection this month. Mars is one of your ruling planets, so there's no doubt you're pushing forward to make new connections. Some of those connections may actually be, I suppose, forced responsibilities. These may be connections with people you have to deal with. There may have been a prior commitment given. This could be commitments given a long time ago and have been ongoing. These have worn very, very thin, and you're probably thinking, now how can I get out of that? Unfortunately, my friend, there's not much you can do. You may have to just simply grin and bear it and learn the lesson of those relationships, and more to the point, the lesson of not madly rushing into those relationships before gaining some sort of insight into what the likely outcome is. Anyhow, you'll have to grin and bear. I'm getting a sense there's probably 3 important aspects to this. Venus, Mercury and the Sun are the planets that are in the hard aspect now. Venus and Mercury have actually passed the critical point, because they're the faster moving planets. The Sun over the next 4 days, from the 1st to the 4th, should be in combat mode. So you may actually have some disputes with friends, or have differences of opinions, or we may actually extend this to siblings. 11th house is brothers and sisters. So be careful when you're talking to those sort of people in that early part of the month. I think that about does it. There's been more of a spiritual, transformative reading for you just now. Of course, if you want some more, there's plenty more at astrology.com.au, which is my website. Look forward to your company there. Lots of free stuff. Or if you care to, send me an email. More than happy to respond and give you my opinion. Thanks again for joining us. Take care now. Bye-bye.